So Annabelle says, thank you for the video. You're welcome. Frenchie puppies at home from C-section. Ryan Paddy says 4 litters in 4 years. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know if that's a comment about that litter that we're talking about there. It wouldn't worry me at all. The important thing about the number of litters is that the last litter that you had wants to be successful in terms of mum not having adhesions or scarring if you had a C-section done. Mum bounced back from when she'd weaned her puppies quickly, and that was a joyous and fun experience for you and the puppies and the mum. And if it is, you can absolutely breed again. Kay Royal says, thank you for your videos. You are so knowledgeable and helpful. We're glad to be of help. I don't understand this one. Maybe Tammy will understand it. Dangers of dog inbreeding and line breeding. Well, now we know why Meghan Markle. What's that about? I'm lost. I'm sure it's funny if I understood it, but I don't. Let's see here.
In 2.1 miles, turn right into the parking lot.
Noodle pop. Well, they've asked a question about a previous question, so I don't know what the previous question was. What they ask is, on what day would you AI given the numbers I provided? I mean, I don't know what the numbers were last time because that's lost to me now. But the answer is if it's on an IDEX machine, vaginal AI between 15 and maybe 20. Surgical between 25 and 35 with a fine care, start breeding on maybe a 17 through a 24, and a TCI or a surgical on a 30 plus. Any updates on Goldfinger? Well, yes, there's a very sad update on Goldfinger. Goldfinger is no longer around. That's sad. He just, on one day, he just wasn't with us anymore. It's just, you know, you wonder why these things happen sometimes. He wasn't a very old dog, but it did. But the silver lining on that dark cloud is that we have one of his sons that's a gorgeous little tiny thing that is now, I think he's 2 years old, isn't he now? Anyway,
No,
we have one of his sons that's,
it's not 2.
yeah, he's not 2 years. Someone's asking about Mando and Maui's puppies. You've got to contact Chanel or Cody if you want information. The location is Oklahoma, and I don't know costs on these. That's their dogs, so I'm not
Tell
even.
them to call me if they can't get a hold of those.
So
two.
Cody's 806-664-0173. Chanel that's the best person to call because actually Chanel is whelping these for Cody. So Cody's the one to ask on this. 806-664-0173. Hello, James. Kitty.
Hit that dog that was in the road. Did you see it? I grabbed you.
Oh, was that what it's about?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
First time I'm pedestrian testing a female to use on outside stud, and I'm afraid that maybe my vet is clueless about PG testing, even though he has a machine.
Yeah. Can I call you right back?
Day 9 of my female's
bye-bye.
PG is less than 0.2. How is this possible? Well, absolutely it's possible. So, was it done correctly? She's currently flagging in my house. I don't want to waste money with the vet who is undercover clueless about this sort of thing. Well, okay, so a dog that's at a 0.2 is a dog that is either not in heat or just starting. A dog that's a 0.2 at day 9 of breeding would be a dog that's probably having a prolonged or split heat. A dog that is flagging, you have to wonder whether or not there's something wrong with the test. So I think I probably maybe talked to you about this before, but I think the right answer to this is since you've got some questions about the competency of your vet, and I'm not going to comment on that because I know nothing about it, I would go get another test done independently at some other place to confirm that this number really, 0.2, really makes sense. Because a dog that's at day 9 and is flagging is not a dog you'd expect to be at a 0.2. Look at this person here. What are they doing?
I don't think he knows.
Someone else asking about price. Remember, that's you're looking at a video there that's 2 years old.
What about dogs?
Oh, they're asking about full fluffies. That was a litter of.
Oh, we've got full fluffies. We've got full fluffies and fluffy carriers.
Yes.
Please call me at 580-799-1910 and I can direct you to either my son, my daughter, or me.
Okay.
For puppies.
Cody's got full fluffies, right?
Yeah.
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 What has he
Chanel
got?
does too.
Oh, does she?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because Cody just had a litter with a fluffy carrier to a full fluffy, and he got a fluffies.
Every one of them
Every
are fluffies.
one of them is a full
All
fluffies.
6.
All 6 of them are full fluffies.
How often does that happen?
Not very often.
No, it doesn't.
Yes. Right. Well, 1 in 128 times to be exact.
Yeah.
Do you want to know the numbers on that?
Yeah.
So somebody's asking about how the blood color progresses on dogs as their heat develops. So that's a good question. So I probably need to do a separate video on this, but let's just talk about it now. So Tammy wants to chime in probably on this. Tammy, when do you count day 1?
The day you see first drops of blood.
Yes.
If you've got females running around together, usually females are cleaning each other up. So watch for the swelling on your females too. Always put a white towel in the bedding with your dog so you can be able to see whenever she's asleep and she seeps out a little bit, then you know, because if you got other females, they're going to be cleaning her up and you're not going to know when she exactly came in to eat.
Yes, right, exactly. So quite often you'll see a dog that's starting to swell up before it shows any blood, and that doesn't count as day 1, at least unless it's having, what we call a silent heat. So almost always the precursor to this is some signs of a dog's behavior, other dog's behavior towards that dog, or some swelling going on.
Turn around this way.
Then, so the first drops of blood, they may be kind of brown in color, they might be dark red in color, they might be light in color, but don't get too worried about the color on the first signs of blood. Just put it on a calendar as day 1. Then what you typically see is blood color gets pretty dark. In some dogs, they bleed a lot, and that goes on for typically about 6 to 10 days. And what happens is, at the back end of this period, the blood color starts to lighten up significantly around the time of ovulation, which for most dogs is around day 9. I'm almost done here. Then she will, and during that time, she is humping on other dogs are interested in her, but she's not allowing any male dogs to get up on her back. She will walk away from them, turn around and growl at them, whatever. She will not let them mate. About a day or 2 after ovulation, so about day 11, the color's got much lighter. It may even be vanilla or non-existent. And then she's doing this standing heat and flagging. Flagging if she has a tail or a short tail, she's moved the tail off to the side. She's twitching, her back end, her vulva's twitching, and she will absolutely stand there. And she may walk away from a dog for the first couple of attempts for a male to mount her, but after a few attempts, she will absolutely stand there with her tail off to the side, and here we go, bingo bango, it's time for mating. And at that point, in most dogs, the color will be light or vanilla or completely gone, but not all dogs. There you go. That's it for that one. Me to do more of these videos. But do remember, disclaimer here, I am not a vet. I'm not a licensed medical professional. I'm purely a person who's been breeding dogs for the last couple of decades. Any information that you got from this video, use at your own risk. There's nothing implied here, and certainly this should not be used as a substitute for advice from your veterinarian or your medical professional. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for more of them. Risky now, come on up here, Joel.